Chris, what is our third main topic today?
This one is from Geeks R Us. Greetings, everyone. It's been nearly 3 years since Stranger Things Season 3 came out, and even though I love the show, I've almost forgotten about it. I saw that they released some promo images from Season 4 today, and while they look good, really good, I'm just not feeling a lot of excitement for it right now from myself or other people. Was the 3-year wait too long? I mean, it has been 7 years since the show started, so are we all just over it? Or do you think it's as popular as ever?
All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, Geeks R Us. And, of course, I hear there might be an NC-17 cut they're working on for this.
How come this isn't topic number 4? The OCD in me is really...
You're right. Netflix, Stranger Things Season 4 should have been topic number 4. So, okay, look. You're right. It is crazy to think about it because I didn't even really... I knew it's been a while, but until they wrote that in, it's in July. Will it be in July? Yeah, in July, it will have been 3 years since Stranger Things Season 3 debuted.
That's crazy.
3 years. And I got a little sense, we're going to look at some pictures here in a second, but I got a little bit sense of that because, man, these kids don't look the same anymore.
He's been stuck in an Alaskan gulag for how long?
That long.
Or a Siberian gulag, not an Alaskan gulag.
That it has been
Budget
7
cuts, it's Alaska
years.
now.
7 years since this show started. Like, I still look back and I remember who plays the mom again from
Winona Ryder.
I remember Winona Ryder like getting an SNL hosting gig because of the big pop hit, Stranger Things. It kind of came out of nowhere, caught everybody's imagination, all that kind of things. But 3 years. So there are two things to talk about here. Number one, they just released some brand. I got in my email this morning. Netflix had sent out a brand new batch of brand new images to give us a look, and we'll take a look at those in a second. But I want to address this other thing here first that they bring up. I hadn't really thought about it, but once Geeks R Us wrote that in, I thought, you know what? He's right. But going into Stranger Things Season 3, I remember there being a lot of excitement in the pop culture world. Like, everybody was buzzing about it. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was excited for the new season to start. Now, as in all Netflix shows, they dropped the entire season at once, so everybody raved about it for a week, and then nobody talked about it again. But it's been 3 years, and I realized after reading that message from Geeks R Us is that, yeah, he's right. I don't sense the same kind of excitement or buzz or hype coming from people about Netflix Season 4. I don't think that has anything to do with the quality of the show. I think that has more to do with the fact that it's been 3 years. Mm-hmm. And granted, there was a big global pandemic, which I'm sure we would have gotten this show earlier had it not been for that. But it has been 3 years. Well, 3 years or not, there are some new first images coming in. And boy, these kids just don't look the same anymore. I mean, you still, you recognize them. You know who they are, but it's like, oh my God, they do look different. Brother. So let's go through and take a look at some of these. First of all, you can't have a Stranger Things season without having a good Dungeons and Dragons game going on. I love seeing the classic Dungeon Master screen in there. That's very cool to see. Then we get more sets. It really has more of a horror field. Man, Wolfhard looks, man, that kid's getting older. I mean, especially saw that in Ghostbusters. Again, all these images are actually really dark. And this kid, what's the kid's Millie
Bobby Brown. Oh, Dustin.
Dustin is definitely looking older. He is definitely starting to look older. There's an unknown character. By the way, Robert Englund is supposed to be in this season.
Unknown character? That's Hop.
What?
Is that David Harbour?
That looks like it.
I didn't think, you know what, now that you say it, you're right, that is David Harbour. Yeah. I didn't think it was David Harbour for a second.
Oh, that's definitely him.
I didn't think that was him. Then we got some more of those delicious hairstyles that nobody can get enough of. Then some more characters. Again, all these characters returning from season 3.
Millie Bobby Brown with like the locks.
A classic Dustin pose. And again, more Billy Bobby Brown. And not many people know this. When you're a kid, you keep the same haircut for 7 years. I don't know if you knew that, because all these characters have to keep the exact same haircuts for the way they are.
All right. The 80s, man. Come
on. Chris, let me go over to you first. Mm-hmm. Number one, what do you think about the images that we're seeing for season 4? But then let me ask you, where's your anticipation level like for season 4 as, say, compared to some of the previous seasons? And what is your sense coming from the general fan community about their excitement or lack thereof for it?
You know, when Logan and I went to buy our car, because we did buy a car, everyone. Goodness. There was a Stranger Things pop-up in Glendale, And both of us were like, why the hell is there a Stranger Things pop-up? What's this about? And then it was, oh yeah, the new season's coming out. We've totally forgotten about it. I loved this show. At my old desk at my old YouTube job, we had a whole bunch of Stranger Things Funkos and stuff too. The images look great, but 3 years. 3 years is a long time, especially in Netflix years. That is the dog years of media. Like, it's basically been 21 years since this show has had any footage. All the kids can drink now. I don't know. I'm hoping it's great. I really, really am, because I loved the first 3 seasons. And I'm a big Steve stan. I want him to find love. And I don't know any friends of mine really who were really into it before, who were so psyched about this. It's kind of been oh yeah, okay.
Rob, where are you on this? And what's your sense about people's excitement for it, or lack thereof, and how do you explain it?
Well, I really liked the first season of Stranger Things. I mean, it was such a throwback to 80s Stephen King, which I loved. Even the font, that's the Stephen King book font. Mm-hmm. I loved it. But I think the way they left the end of season 3, it kind of felt like an ending. Yeah, half the people left town, and there was no, other than David Harbour in that gulag.
Right, there was really an open thread.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I mean, I didn't feel like Yogg Sluggoth or whatever the giant Cthulhu-like demons that live in the Upside Down. I didn't feel like we're particularly threatened by them. It seemed like literally the door was shut. I mean, I know the Russians are going to open it again, but it didn't. There was no urgency. It didn't leave me with a sense of, oh my God, I have to know what happens now. So I think that's part of it. I mean, if you haven't grabbed the pop culture imagination and squeezed hard, there's so much content, so much good programming that's coming out now. I mean, dude, I'm all about the Gilded Age. Who would have thought? And so when they tell me that Stranger Things is coming back, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch that. It's fine, cool. But to me, Stranger Things was about my life 7 years ago, not my life now.
What do you think, Aaron? You see this, you're seeing the images, number one. Where's your anticipation level? Like, did you even ever get into Stranger Things? Did you and Tom even get into the show?
Excuse me, did you not get our holiday card for 2016? Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember that now.
So,
yes.
So every year, Tom and I choose a new streaming show to base our holiday card off. To base on our holiday card. Obviously 2020 was Schitt's Creek. And so, and our first one was 2016. It was based on Stranger Things. And we also went to the drive-in experience. Did you guys go to the drive-in experience of Stranger
my
Things?
friend
we
run
did.
that. It was amazing looking.
Yeah, I went. We did we went in like the friends and family preview.
And then Universal Studios in their Halloween Horror Night, they did a huge Stranger Things maze. That was actually quite well done.
Yeah, it was awesome. So yeah, I definitely am a fan of the show. I watched all 3 seasons. The second that they come out, I will 100% watch this. Colette Wilson, I see you in the chat saying that your oldest sister was the set designer. So DM me. I want details. Sneak me some info. These kids are clearly, I mean, they're all probably drinking age now. But I'm still excited because I want to see how they explore new things. I was like, how are they going to do a season 2? And then they did it. And I was like, how are they going to do a season 3? And one of the beautiful things about, these exciting, fantastical, supernatural shows is that at the end of every season, we're supposed to go, well, how are they going to top that? Well, where are they going to go next? And then they figure it out. And fortunately, there are people getting paid a lot more money than me to go figure it out. I'm curious when they were actually filming it and when they wrapped, because there's a lot of, not to go into any other topics, but there's a lot of timeliness right now of this whole thing. So I'm really curious. I feel like there's going to be some art imitating life, imitating art kind of happening. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about the new images from Stranger Things Season 4? By the way, the part 1 of Season 4 will drop on May 27th, and then the part 2 of Season 4 will drop on July 1st. So again, Netflix experimenting with the staggered releases a little bit, kind of drag out, because they realize they drop the whole season of Stranger Things, nobody's talking about it a week later. You do this, people are going to be talking about Stranger Things now for a couple of months. Let's see how that works. And have you been sensing a lot of excitement for people? What has been your excitement? Whatever you guys are feeling, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a moment and thank a sponsor of today's video, HelloFresh. So guys, look, my wife Ann and I were both working professionals, so we know how tricky, difficult, and time-consuming it can be to try to eat properly and prepare your own meals at home. And that's why, like over a year ago, we started using HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. I mean, you skip the trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and probably most importantly, affordable. HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need to easily customize your orders online or right in the app. Easily change your delivery day, food preferences, and plan size, or skip a week whenever you need to. HelloFresh is 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal of the exact same quality, and you can save on average over $65 a month when you order HelloFresh instead of going grocery shopping. So guys, I'm telling you, whether you are single or have a family, you are going to love HelloFresh. So go to HelloFresh.com/Campea16 and use the promo code Campea16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's again, HelloFresh.com/Campea16 and use that promo code Campea16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.